Good afternoon, the evening / whatever you want to call it. Welcome to the class today. I think I'm going to have to move the screen up because we are going to do some sun salutations. And so when we do get into the sun salutations, I don't want to have too much of my body chopped off. So welcome. We'll get into our breathing to set ourselves up. Then we'll get into some sun salutations. Then we'll get into our balancing. So welcome along. We've just been in the park most of the afternoon and they've literally just walked in now. So I've got all their food set up. So they're going to be there and they're going to be eating and hopefully they're not going to be too loud while they're doing it. But they're going to take their time because they need to eat well. All right, so keep your shoulders away from the ears, ankles, knees and hips and stacked, hands onto the lower abdominals. Okay, so no necesitas hablar mucho. In through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose. As you breathe out, the tummy moves in. For 2 segundos. In through the nose. And as you breathe out, tummy moves in towards the spine. Hands a bit higher, breath in. And sighing out. Just got one more like that, breath in. Exhale and bring the arms down. Now inhale, arms rise up. Exhale and we'll take the arms to the side. Inhale, arms shift forward. Had a nice day so far. Exhale to the side. Inhale, arms lift up. My kids are spoiled. They've had 2 park sessions, morning and afternoon. Inhale, come up onto the balls of the feet, lifting up. Exhale to the side. Inhale, arms move forward. Exhaling out to the side. Inhale, arms lift. And then bend the knees, arms come down. You're staying here with your heels lifted. Just the arms on their own. Inhale, rise up. Exhaling out to the side. Inhale, arms forward. Exhaling out to the side. Inhale, arms lift up. Come down just a little bit more into those legs, arms coming down. And again, inhale, rising up. Vegemite, pomelo. My husband's eating Anna's leftovers from lunch. And he doesn't like Vegemite, but there's Vegemite there. Come down a little bit. It's growing on him, I think, actually. Inhale, come up. You know you're an Aussie if you love Vegemite, right? Inhale forward. Exhale to the side. Yeah, my kids love Vegemite. Inhale, arms lift. And then come down. And then gusta. Oh, sus hijos no. Yeah, my brother's kids don't. But that's because their mum's Canadian, so I think, you know, that's why. So we're going to get into some sun salutations. And I'm actually going to just move that bit forward and this bit back. And you need to stand at the top of your mat. How's this going to work? I might move it the other way so that I can get more in. And hopefully you can see everything. So standing at the top of the mat, we're going to do 2 slow and then we'll do a few more faster. So inhale, arms rise up and you're looking up. As you exhale, you have your body and your hands come to the side of your feet and you're looking at your knees. Then you take your right leg back as you inhale into a lunge and you're bending down but you're keeping your eye gaze forward. Now you take the other leg back and you push the heels to the ground and you're looking through your knees. Inhale, you come forward to the plank and you're looking down and this is where you have the option to bring your knees down. Then you exhale and you lower yourselves down, keeping your body nice and strong. Now through the arms we push up and you tuck your toes over. So see how my toes are now flattened down? Then push it back, exhaling, looking through your knees again. Bend the knees deep and step your right leg through the hands as you inhale. It just gets there. And if it doesn't, you pull it forward. Then the other leg comes in as you exhale. Inhale, rising tall. Exhale, hands to the side. So another round slow. Inhale, rising up. As you exhale, you halve your bodies. Hands to the side of the feet again. Taking your left leg back this time as you inhale, looking forward. Other leg goes back as you exhale. Push the heels down. Now float forward to your plank, bracing the belly, and then just gently lower yourselves down as you exhale. Pushing up through strong arms if you can, looking up. Knees are off the mat if possible. Now push back, exhale. Bending the knees deep, let's step our left leg through the hands. Baja to voz, por favor. And then the other leg comes in, exhale. Inhale, rise tall. And then exhale, hands to your side. So let's just have a pause here. And this is the breath that we need. So it's faster. In through the nose, out through the mouth 4 times non-stop. Inhale up. Half your body forward fold. Right leg lunges, inhale. Left leg down dog. Come to the plank. Lower to crocodile. Push into the up dog, inhale. Exhale, back down dog. Stepping the right leg through the hands, inhale. And left leg joins it. Come up and then come all the way back down, exhale. Left leg goes back, inhale. Right to the down dog. Come through to plank. Lower, steady, stay off the mat. Come through the arms and lift up, looking up. Back to down dog. Left leg lunges, inhale. Right leg joins it. Lifting up. Come back down again, forward fold. Back to the lunge. Now down dog. To the plank. Lower and hover, looking down. Now looking up as you inhale. Push back down dog. Stepping the left, right leg through. Now the left. Coming up. Last time, come all the way back down, exhale. Left leg. Now lunge, down dog. Come through to plank. Hover down, exhale. Pushing through the arms, up dog. Push back down dog. The girls are joining me. Take it to the lunge, left leg. Come forward, fold to the right. Inhale, tall. And then hands to the side. My little champions have come in and joined us. So let's just get into some balances. You'll find the heart rate's gone up. At least I hope you find the heart rate's elevated a little bit. So even though we're not doing cardio per se, those fast sun salutations get your whole muscle, your whole body muscles working. All right, so now let's do a bit of balance work. Hold on to the opposite knee, cross it over you, and then bring the arm around to a windmill, and then keep it on the horizontal. And if you can, you're looking back. Tus mordidas de la manzana con alto volumen. ¿Ya? Four more breaths. So we're going to change sides. So let the arm come down, let the foot come down, lift the other side, cross it over you, and then arm comes back to look back.
Mommy.
What's this area? 2 more breaths here. So if you just join me, take the foot down, arms to the side. They're just having their dinner now because we're at the park until quite late. They stayed longer. I came back to set the computer up and get them some food ready. But yeah, they're having their meal now, so they'll be as quiet as possible. A few more breaths. Cheers. Almost bien, Anna. Come on out of that one and let's switch to the other side. Arms out, fly. We're in that aeroplane. Perdón. Come bien. Bien, no fue mal. 4 more breaths. Okay, come on out of that. Let's just cross our calf over our thigh, sink on in, and then arms come up. You can look up, that's great. So let go. Ah, sí, con la pana, pensé que ibas a hacer. ¿Comiste todo?
No.
¿Y papi nada?
No, por favor.
Come on up. Switch to the other side. Sink on in. Arms come up. I'm pretty. 2 more breaths. Coming up. Let's switch, and we're going to put our right foot along the side of the left leg for our tree pose. Dig the heel in, hands can be down at heart, third eye, or we lift. And if you can, okay, so you know your bodies are feeling ready to look up. Please just look slightly forward and down. More forward and slightly down. Switch sides. We are going to do some standing strength leg squats before we come down onto the mat, okay? Looking up if you can. A few more breaths. She speaks Spanish a bit like a Spanish person, not an actual like South American accent. It's quite funny. Take the legs out wide for me. You can have your hands on your waist, you can have them on your thighs, you can have them anywhere that feels comfortable for you. Inhale, squat, exhale, lift up. Now you've got to do this. When you're doing the squat, check out your knees and see that they're tracking the outside part of your toes. Inhale down, exhale and lift. Oh yeah, brazos así, okay. So inhale down, exhale and lift. It's got the eye dream of Jeannie arms going. She wouldn't know what that is. Did you? I don't know. She's like, what's that? Remember there was that and Bewitched, and that was like the two like, oh wow, fantasy sort of series shows. Inhale down, exhale and lift. Now try not to come up to a straight, completely straight leg. So you want to keep the leg soft. There's a slight bend in the knee. My knees are getting slowly better. Yesterday and today I did do a couple of walks, but very slow compared to my usual pace. But it's just nice to get out. So I hope your body is feeling good, whatever exercise regime you have. Do two more. Now come all the way down and then come up just halfway. Now as you're doing this, you'll start to feel it more of a burn in your legs because you're not coming up too straight, and so you're keeping that burn going, keeping the tension here. Arriba. Aquí no. Baño. Tú. Ay, no me estás hablando. ¿Perdón? Deja en todo esto, yo lo limpio después, ¿o no? Déjame todo. 4 more, and then we're going to stay in a very low position. Go down and hold. Arms to the side, you know the drill. Lift up the heels if you can, and then go down lower. Ooh, feel this burn in your glutes. If you're feeling it only in your thighs, you've got to squeeze your bottom tight. Ana, cierra la boca cuando masticas. 4 more breaths. Come bien. Bring the arms down, lower the heels, come up, and we're just going to bring our heel toe to just a bit wider than hip width distance, and I'm just going to pull my hands down a little bit. Your bottom has to go back as you squat. See how I can move my toes? And I can move them on the down. That's the key here. You're not coming up to a straight leg, keeping that slight bend in the knees. So you see my legs are wider than the hips, just a little bit, not too much. Inhale down. Sí, bello. Estoy haciendo ejercicios. ¿Tú qué haces? Inhale as you lower, exhale as you lift. ¿Estás bien? ¿Qué pasó? Okay, so remember, weights in the heels, you should be able to move those toes to protect the knees. Yo te amo más. No. Sí. Y tú puedes hacerlo bien. Keep it going. We've got a few more here before we go for those half ones. If your shoulders, neck feeling any tension, hands can be down. Facebook gave me a beautiful memory of Albert from 5 years ago, just before she turned 1. She's going to turn 6 next month, and it was her walking, not the first time. She started walking on the 2nd of September. I remember it vividly. Anyway, she was 10 and a half months. Very good. If you come down halfway up, they showed me this video I took of her just, oh, so cute. That's what I like about Facebook, those memories it gives you. Huh? Puppy cat?
Itu kok mana?
Tienes que me quieres para Su nombre es Sara, esa chica.
Sí.
Few more. The cabello roja.
Sí.
I think the cabello we had a girl at the park just now. She had hair down to her waist, and it was carrot top hair colour, but so thick and beautiful. Just I've never seen hair that beautiful. Take this on. Yeah, stunning hair. So we're going to stay down on the next one. Stay here. And then we're going to take our arms forward and lift off the heels. And then go down lower again. Shoulders relax. Squeeze your bottom. Yo lo hago todo. ¿No quiere más?
Mañana.
Mañana. 4 more.
Mañana voy a ir.
And lower the arms down, lower the heels down, and we're going for our final level. So you've got to bring the legs together. If you find that it's too much with the squatting with our legs together, you can separate them a bit. So inhale down, exhale lift. See how my bottom again goes back? And I still can move those. He's got a butt for a skinny guy.
Bye guys, enjoy the workout.
Inhale down, exhale lift. Some people are bum people, some people are boob people, some people are eye people. I'm not a bum person, I'll tell you that much. I'm not a boob person either, actually. When I was younger, I wanted to get a reduction. I hated having big boobs. But hopefully when I stop breastfeeding, they'll go to a size that I'm happy with, which is less. I've already warned Anna, summertime, she's going to have no more boob. I'm sick of breastfeeding. Keep this going a little bit longer before we go for those little ones. So we're going to come down now and then just halfway up. Little ones, yeah? Okay. Actions in the park. One this morning with this guy that was wanting to basically have a go and trying to change my mind about our liberty being taken away from us, which I said to him, I have more important things to worry about, such as climate change and animal rights, and that's more important to me. But he was definitely trying to get me to think of the way he was thinking, but not going to work. Anyway. And then in the afternoon, different interaction at the park. But that was it was nicer. Very nice. But politics, we talk politics now a lot. Everyone has a very strong opinion about things, but I wish everyone had a strong opinion about the things that matter, like our environment, our planet. I was on a very nice Zoom meet with members of the Get Up Party, Australian Conservation Foundation, some of the local, MPs, and it was just really amazing. There were up to 1,000 people on it yesterday afternoon. And we're all anti that gas project that the government wants to get their hands on. No. Come down. Lift your arms up, lift your heels off, go down deeper, squeeze the legs, squeeze the butt. How will I go when I get back to the gym? I won't be able to talk about all this stuff politically, right? I still do a little bit, but not as much as I do online. It matters, it's important. It's our future. 4 more breaths, squeeze it, come down lower. Okay, come on up. Lower the arms down, lower the heels down, and we're going to come on to our back. Get a few abs in. Feels like the screen is a little bit black and white. I hope you can see me in colour, okay? So let's get into our exercises. We're going to go for upper belly to start with. We've got 3 rounds of the basic abdominal strengtheners non-stop. That will attack your upper belly quite nicely. We will break it up with some boat poses though, which gets into the real deep core muscles. Basic abdominal strengtheners is a little bit deep core, but it's also the superficial ones that, you know, get ready for summer ones. So holding on behind the head or behind the neck. Breath to prepare. Rise up, exhale. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, lift it up. How did it get started with this guy this morning? I was in this park. It's a new park. It's a beautiful park. There's rocks that have been put in a specific place. And then when I got there this morning, the rocks were sort of strewn all over the park. So while the girls were playing, I went to pick up all the rocks and put them back in their place, which was a really good workout, actually. I was getting my heart rate lifted. And he was sitting at a table. And I said, don't mind me. I'm just going to pick up the rocks and put them back in their spot. And he goes, oh, I'm glad you told me. Not good to see a strange person with rocks in their hands. And I'm like, ha, you know, we laugh about that. Anyway, keep it going. Then I go back to pick up more because there's lots of rocks. Come up and then come back halfway. And I said, how are you handling the lockdown? And he goes, pretty bad, actually. He was there with 3 kids. Anyway, so we start. I said, okay. And he goes, you? And I said, oh, not too bad. It's okay for us, you know. And so then when I went back to pick up more rocks, I said, what are you struggling with? And that's when he started going about the authoritarian government and that we've become like China and blah, 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 blah. And it was interesting, though. I was reading an article earlier today about how there are less democracies now, and there's, I think, about 9 or 11 less democracies than there were this time last year. So the authoritarian governments are sort of taking over. So that's why we want to fight for our ABC, right? Yes. I've got a political agenda today, team. Do 2 more and then we're going for our little ones, okay? So you're going to exhale when you come up and then just a centimetre back. So we're staying up high. You're looking at your tummy, you're seeing it. Move down as you rise up. So you've got 4 more here, and then we're going to peel ourselves up into a roll-up. So go up and hold, and we'll bring our arms forward. Keep your shoulders away from the ears, and then very slowly we're going to peel our way up. If you need to, you can use an elbow or hold on. Coming up nice and slow, and then once you get up, sit nice and tall, shoulders stay relaxed, and then come back halfway. So this is our first boat pose. We're just going to take our feet and just be slightly off the mat. Shoulders stay relaxed. 4 more breaths here. So we're not doing any movement, we're just holding still. So flex the foot, heels back down, and then slowly roll your way back. But don't come all the way down. We're going to start round 2. So as soon as you get ready, head behind, hands behind, and exhale up. So round 2 coming your way. See that tummy move down as you lift. really crucial that you get the breathing right so that when you're coming up, you're exhaling, seeing the tummy move down. I'm about to say something else political, so if you're not interested, don't listen right now. But on Thursday, there's a plushy protest. If you heard me yesterday, I'm going to say it again today. If you've got a stuffed toy that's like, well, if you go to the Australian Conservation Foundation website, you'll see the information. But if you've got a stuffed toy, you take a photo of it with a plushy protest or end extinction or one of those slogans that's on the website. Yeah? Come up and then halfway back. And then you, on the 1st of October, which is in 2 days, so Thursday, put it onto your Facebook and you tag, well, there's a few things that you do, but you tag Scott Morrison and you tag Suzanne Way. And yeah, it's basically just to bring it to their attention, which they already know, but they ignore, about the extinction of animals at a massive rate here in Australia. We're going to save our flora to save our fauna, and that's not happening. 2 more, and then we're going for our little ones. So I'm going to have a big shout out to Judith, because I know that she saves her flora. She's a great planter. She doesn't do the live stream, but I know she'll do a replay. I'll say shout out to her tomorrow in case she doesn't do this one. And she'll do one of them. Keep it going. Feel the burn second round through, yeah? Do 2 more only, and then we're going to roll up again. Remember, you can have a straight leg or you can even use your elbow to help. Arms come forward. Take a breath in, and we're really going to slowly peel our way up to go into round 2 of our boat poses. So we're not giving our belly any break. Shoulders away from the ears coming back, and then you can stay with your foot just hovering off or halfway. Shoulders stay relaxed. Back is straight. Breath is nice and deep. So 0 movement here whatsoever. You want to have a nice angle here. You can sit taller if you feel like you need to. Main thing is to keep it straight back, keep the belly switched on. 2 more. Okay, so flex the foot, bring the heels back down, super slow, roll yourselves back for the 3rd and final round of the basic abdominal strengtheners, which is attacking the upper belly. Breath in, rise on up. Ooh, you're going to feel this round like you haven't so far because it's fatiguing. We're overloading on this muscle group right now. So keep this strong. Exhale on the lift, inhale on the lower. Do a few more foot before we get to the halfway ones. A little bit of a shake's normal, don't worry. Come up as you exhale, and we're going to come back to halfway, yeah? Just the halfway, and then lift again. So it feels like you're really heavy in your upper body now. It's a hard strain to get up. That's a good thing. It means the muscles have been working really hard. Later we'll focus on lower belly too. And of course we're going to work on the back. I think my little one's doing something naughty. My husband's not very happy. I can hear. 2 more. So little ones coming up and then just a centimetre back. Tiny lift and lower. Feeling that burn. Four more. So tight. The 3rd and final boat pose that we're going to get into is the more challenging one. So you've got options to go back to those first 2 we did, okay? So come up, bring the arms forward. Let's roll, peel it up. Sit on tall, brace the belly, shoulders relax halfway. Remember, foot hovering halfway or straight. Shoulders away from the ears. Breathe it. 4 more. So bring it on down and then just slowly ease your way back. And I will give you a mini break now because you so deserve it. So arms and legs away, stretch it out. Oh, God, I feel like I need to be on one of those beds to stretch me out. You know that feeling? You just want to be stretched? I'm like that. I feel like my body needs a real adjustment. Team, we're on our side. We're going to work a little bit into your hips and your butt, a little bit into the thigh as well. So lift the leg up, toes down, heel lifted. We're going into what is called the hot potato. Double forward and then double back. That's our hot potato. Why do we have the toe facing down and the heel up? It's to create the proper hip alignment. That's what we're doing. And don't worry, I haven't forgotten about planks. We'll do some of them as well tonight. How nice is it with the days getting longer? A few more. One more each way. Now what we're going to do is we're going to point the toe and then lift both legs up, and we're going to go for a side swim. So you've got to have both legs up past the knees, okay? Today's class is not going to just be 45 minutes or so. It's going to be a little bit longer. So if you do need to leave earlier, that's fine. But just to let you know that it will be a little bit longer. Just like tomorrow night when we do our stretch session, that class always goes a bit longer too. Four more only. Look, I have to put it where you can see my fingers. Maybe you can see them, but just the ankle here doesn't look like you can. One more deep breath and then keep the legs up and then keep them together, lift them up. Little lift and lower. And it can't be big because you're keeping your feet together. If you need to, you can have your hand forward, of course. In a moment, we're going to get into a side balance. So hold this one up. Bring your arms overhead and then lift. So we're up on our side. Knees are up, shoulders are up. So it's just the side holding your whole body. 4 more breaths. And bring it on down. Bring the elbow under you. Tuck your toes. Lift up. So we're continuing with that side thing. Don't go away. Stay there. Really strong. Now we're going to transition up to our hand on the side, but you'll need to come forward just to do the safe transition, to push yourself up, and then do the side up on your hand. That's exactly what I want. Four more. Good job. Bring our hand down. Let's just stay here for a bit. Sorry you're seeing me on this angle. Feet together. Inhale forward and exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. See how you're feeling different one side to the other? Of course we're going to even it out, but it's just good to appreciate what we've done and feel where you're feeling, yeah? Just 4 more. Hot potato time on the other side. So let's flip ourselves over. We're going to be lying down nice and straight. top leg lifts, toe point down, double tap forward, and then back. Of course, you have your hand wherever it feels comfortable, okay? If you feel like balance is an issue, then of course, by all means, put it in front. So see how you're working all this hip, glute, butt area? I'm going to do a similar class for the Spanish session on Thursday if you're interested in joining. It'll be at 9:30 though this week, not at 9 o'clock. Tomorrow morning I'll do something different if you're planning on doing the English tomorrow. 2 more. So keep the leg up, point the toe, both legs lift, and then swim. Something's happening up there. I think Albert put water in Anna's face. She's good most of the time. And then she can be a bit mean. So stop there. Both legs together, they lift and lower. But they don't lower completely, of course. Four more. Now we're going to go for our side balance. So the next one's going to go up and hold. Your arms are coming overhead and then lift up and hold it here. Nearly there, 3 more. Okay, bring it on down, bring the elbow in, tap, lift, rise. Do 2 more, then that smooth transition to up by coming forward into the plank, stepping up and then going to the side again. So let's just gently do that. So forward into your elbow plank, then you push up just to really protect your body to get there, and then come back to the side. Do 2 more, and then we're going to come forward, not onto our hands, but back down onto the elbows to do those moving forward and back moves. So come to the center, lower gently to the elbows, and then forward and back. Belly taut, 4 more. So team, we're going to do our lower belly later. We haven't done it yet. We are going to get into it, but I want to do some back to break ourselves up. So we're on all fours. Hands underneath your shoulders. You can be on your fists to protect the wrists, okay? Opposite arm and leg. Shift them away and then lift them a fraction. Little lift and lower. 2 more, and then we're going to go out to the diagonal. And the same thing, just lifting and lowering, little lift and lower. Go, go. Two more. All right, so straighten it out. Let's gently lower it in. Straight up to the other side, lifting up. Staying taut in your tummy. After this one, hit those diagonals and lift and lower. You notice how many flies there are? I just saw a big blowfly trying to get in. It's going to be a crazy hot fly year. I reckon the summer is going to be fly ridden. Two more. Straighten it out, lower it down, and we're going to come onto our tummy and just do a little bit further lower back, and then we'll come over onto our back again and get into some lower belly. Inhale, open, double clap. I think the first summer my husband was here, he was like, what the hell with all the flies? It's not common in a lot of countries, not like here. Four more. Okay, listen, team, just bring the legs back together, and what they're going to do is go up and away from each other, and then up and back in. My knees don't touch down in between though. I don't want yours to either. A few more. I'm listening to my Anna. She just doesn't shut up. Little chatterbox. Two more. Just when she's asleep, which is not very often, or when she's eating. That's when even when she's eating, she's talking. Let's flip ourselves over, team. We're going to get into the lower belly. So this is just that dig motion. We've done it many times. You dig, then you lift, then you reverse it, and bring it back in. Same leg. Obviously, you can take the angle up higher. You don't have to go so close to the mat. And that will make it gentler on you in both the tummy and the back. But given that the other leg is staying still and bent, there shouldn't be too much problem for your back. Do one more, and then we're going to switch to the other side. Go, go. Do 3 more like that, then I'll give your belly a little break before we do just a little bit more for the lower belly, and then we will make our way up to standing. Alright, so just bring your knees in, just give yourself a little bit of a roll, loosen it out. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring our legs to 90-degree angle at the knee, 90 at the hip, but now your 90 at the hip grows. And then what you're going to do is you're going to be close to the mat and just touch, alternating down. So you're keeping the angle large, therefore you're going to work into your lower belly. Just a few more, then we'll have a mini break again for one more lower belly exercise. Okay, so bring them in. Just have a bit of a relax. And then we're going for our final lower belly exercise. And I need you to take your legs up straight, then on an angle. Keep them here. Now listen, inhale, open, exhale, lower, inhale, close and stay there. Hit your foot, I was going to say bring it back up, but no, going down a bit. One more time, inhale, open, exhale, lower, inhale, close, stop. Bend the knees if there's any tension in the back. Tummy tighter though. And bring it on in. Woo. Okay, good job, team. Really strong lower belly exercises just then to finish. We're going to make our way up. If you feel dizzy at any stage, drink some water. But then we're going to get into some more balances. I'll move the screen up. Thanks for sticking with me. You're all still there. Fabulous job so far. Right, so balances. We're going to start with our aeroplane just to lengthen out a little bit so that when we get into our lockdown balance, hopefully we can take our leg up nice and high. Step onto your left foot, arms open, and then lift off. Lifting up your leg as high behind as you can and keeping your supporting leg as straight as possible. My gaze is slightly forward, just to keep a nice neutral spine. Let's switch. So we step onto our right foot, arms float, and then lift off your left. Oh, beautiful birds. Rosellas. What are they, lorikeet? No, they're the rosellas here. Come on out of that one. Left arm out. Right knee up and over. And then, if you can, foot to extend. Let's switch. Foot is the option. Go for it if you can. Two more. Okay. Our dancer's pose. Holding onto the inside part of your right foot. Left arm up. Stay here if you don't want to tip forward. Of course, if you can, let's go for it. See? And stop it before I fall completely. I'll go to the other side. Should be having more balance, not less. That's all right. We don't give up. That is the main thing. Release. Tree pose, and then we'll do a few neck stretches. Right foot, dig the heel in, open the knee out, bracing in through the core, then hands just into heart, third eye, or lift. I know some people do Pilates because they think they need to, and I understand. My mother's one of those people that will walk, for example, because she feels it's good for her, but she's not exactly loving it. Whereas I love each thing that we do in the moment, but I love when we get to this part of the class, it just feels like a really amazing high. Bring the arms down. You know you've done something really great for your body, and then you can just really enjoy the balance. I hope you feel the same. Even if you feel like you're doing Pilates because you have to, at least you're doing it, so good job. I remember a lady called Alison from many years back when I actually started teaching Pilates at Aquarina. So many years ago. I was already an aerobics instructor for many years prior to teaching Pilates, but I remember her coming to me after a few sessions and she said, I hated your class so much, but I felt so good after that I just have to tell you that I keep coming back for that reason. She said, I hate it, but I love the feeling that I get from it. Well, that's good. That's all right. That's a compliment. Bring your arms down, feet back to hip width distance apart. Take your head over to one side and then bring your hand on just to get yourself a nice stretch for your neck. Remember, if you feel like your body needs a stretch, tomorrow night, place to be is right here. Switch over. Still wish I had one of those beds to stretch me completely. Now, Tim, chin into the chest. Just drop your shoulders back, and if you can, lace your fingers behind you and pull down. And head back up to the center. Just do some shoulder rolls. Shake it on out. I really appreciate you sticking with me for the whole time. Awesome effort, team. We'll be back at the gym one day, I know it. Take care. I'll see you tomorrow.